What's going on, guys? Second podcast of the Trainwreck Comedy Podcast. I am Mike.
I'm Adam.
Very good. Nice to meet you.
No, I'm actually Mike.
And I'm actually Adam, and we have a guest today.
I'm Diana, with two N's.
Very good to have you here, Diana. So, we're going to give you a little talk today about, the horrors and the terrors and the fun part about dating. So, first part about dating you think about is blind dates, unfortunately. And, Mike, what do you think about blind dates?
One actual story kind of comes to mind when we talk about blind dates. My friend's girlfriend, who I didn't really like to begin with, she set me up with one of her friends. And the girl was cute. We all went out, and one thing that interested me about her, she was a marine biology major in college.
Mm-hmm.
And she went to college with my friend's girlfriend. So I brought her up over dinner. I took her out to some restaurant. And she starts telling me she got really into it because she's really into manatees. She loves manatees.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts telling me, 10 minutes long, she's telling me all these factoids about manatees. She won't shut up about manatees. And then all through the night, everything we did, she just kept bringing up manatees. I ordered calamari. She said, "Oh, you know who loves calamari? Manatees."
You walked right into that one.
I know.
Basically,
She's like, they have a mostly vegetarian diet, but they like to have little sea creatures for dessert. And then I started talking about my cousin who just had a baby. And she goes, my cousin was actually in labor for 35 hours. She goes, "Well, you think that's something? Manatees have a year and a half gestation period." And everything we did, she just kept talking about manatees. And so we were having sex, and she was feeding me sardines and kelp. We didn't really have sex, but she was just ridiculous. Everything just kept coming back to manatees. She had a purse. I'm not even kidding. She had a purse that one of her friends made for her. It was like a little arts and craft project. It said Monica Manatee on it. I'm like, it was just ridiculous.
That sounds doomed from the start right there.
Yeah, she was just obsessed with manatees.
Of all the sea creatures to pick, they picked the
manatee.
manatee.
The manatee, I know.
It's like the fucking tiger shark.
I know.
At least at that point, it sounded cool.
I know, but it was just wild. Everything just came back to manatee.
Was she a marine biologist?
She was studying to be a marine biologist.
There you go, buddy. What do you think?
Still, though, at that point, if you're going to go with the manatee, I'd say you got to pick a better fucking sea animal. What the fucking
Manatee.
Sperm whale at that point? Because that way you can at least pick up guys better.
Exactly.
Know about the sperm whale? Like, yeah, me too.
Just say the word sperm.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's all you need right there.
It's a pretty big whale, though.
Sperm whale?
Sperm whale.
They're all fucking big.
It's like
They're
this
whales.
big.
Yeah.
This big.
Is it that big?
It's that big.
They can fit the entire Farrell's bar.
There you go.
So, yeah.
That was a nightmare date, though.
That's terrible. I've never been on a blind date before, but I'm pretty sure if I ever had to do that, I just wouldn't even show up.
Yeah, I know.
Because at that point, you don't even know what's in store for you.
Yeah.
It's like when you're at work and someone calls you and you don't know what's going to happen. You go to a date and I see a person face to face, that's even worse than that. I couldn't do
Yeah,
that.
she was cute, and she was probably like, "What the fuck?" She probably made up all that manatee shit so I wouldn't have to see her again.
We do that.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
do start talking nonsense to get rid of you.
Guess what I did to this guy last night? I just obsessed with manatees so he wouldn't fucking call me.
I heard a story about how a girl talked about cheese for an hour on a date.
And by that point, I'm
That's how
interested.
she got rid of him.
There you
That's
go.
how she got. And the guy was a good friend of mine too. And I'm like, she was right to do that, but cheese for like an hour.
Yeah, you women are fucking awful. But blind dating, that's no,
You're horrible people.
No,
No, you-
we're not.
you
I
d-
could say a couple of things about you guys.
we'll get there. But the blind dating scene.
Is this before or after we have the threesome with the wobbly H?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think I want to know what you're talking about
You
right
know
now.
what a wobbly H is?
I have no idea.
You don't know what a wobbly is.
Let's-
Tune in next week for the Wobbly H conversation. We're going to talk about what's basically replacing blind dating now is online dating. And I love online dating. I've met people off online dating before, my girlfriend off online dating, and I love it because it gives you, if you're a loser in high school, a second chance in dating. Because people that you knew in high school that hated you, you're now a whole new person. You can give a whole new persona, use a fake picture, if your name is Rob Bubba X-Zone, and, that's something you can do to make yourself a better person on the online dating dating world.
Poor Bubba.
No, it's okay. He's not gonna watch this. So,
I'm gonna tell him.
good. Tell him. He'll like it and send me a smiley face. So,
he'll write a Final Fantasy song about it.
He will play the piano to something.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
And he'll wear a clown suit.
And then he'll call you 80 times.
And do a 12-minute set at Farrell's. But online dating, it depends on the site you go on. Because there are the free ones, Plenty of Fish, and I'm sure there are other ones too. But in those websites, you get what you pay for. So if you do a free dating website, you're going to get a psychopath. You're going to be somebody who wants to probably kill you and put you into a coat hanger when that's all done and said with. But, the real dating websites, you find less crazy people. I don't know, maybe I was online dating before?
Diana?
You have? How'd that go for you?
They weren't bad.
Really?
It was online dating was many, many years ago. So I haven't gotten to online dating yet.
All right.
So far, but
I had one rough online dating experience. I just started talking to this girl like 2 days before I met her.
Mm-hmm.
She lived all the way up in Rockland County, and she comes all the way down here 2 days after I start talking to her online. And she comes all the way to some bar at like 1 o'clock in the morning to meet me to hang out. And she starts telling me about how like she likes putting on this alter ego personality who's like a horny teacher, and she has her own name, and she has to give me my own name. And I just started talking to this woman like 48 hours before. She was like 50 years old anyway.
You like the cougars.
I do like the cougars.
Yeah.
And the manatee lovers.
And manatee lovers. If you're an old lady who loves manatees, my name is Mike Keegan. But other than that, and she had literally a binder of like a script that she wrote that I would have to read to her. And we're sitting in a bar in Rockville Center, and she has this script that she wants me to read later on. And that was the only online dating nightmare that I ever experienced.
I kind of wish mine went that way, honestly. Come with a role play and a story behind it. That's better.
At least you know what to do.
Yeah, basically. You don't be left in the dark there. Oh, wait, so we're in Act 3 now. Time to climax. I don't know. Online dating, though, for some people, myself included, I actually enjoy it. And it's actually worked out for me a little bit better than, real dating, since they have to see me in real life. So, makes it better for that case. Picking people in the bars, though, that's a lost art. I can't do that. I can go in front of a stage, do a comedy act, I can do this shit right now, and I don't mind. But I can't go talk to somebody face-to-face in a bar. I get terrified by my mind. Can't even deal with it. I don't know. I see people do pick-up lines, all this smooth-talking nonsense. I can't fucking do that. I don't know. You women got it easy, though. You got it easy in the bar scene life.
Yeah, wait till you hear my stories.
Go ahead. No, please. Please tell me.
Let's see. We're going to talk about bars. There was a guy at a bar once, and he seemed to be a cool European guy. He wore this like funny hat and like a plaid sweater. I don't know. And he asked me to have a staring contest with him. And then after it was over, he licked my face right up here.
Nice.
Just raped my face.
That's a power move.
That's not a power move. I can tell you what a power move is.
We'll get there
I'm not
also.
going into that. But anyway, the guy sounded like the Count from Sesame Street. Although that's like how he sounds in my head. But yeah, he licked my face. And this was at like 3 a.m, so I think that maybe, not the time to pick up a guy at a bar, like right before closing time after he's had like a gajillion drinks.
I would say so.
Oh, but the power move, I have had the power move. I went to a guy's house and went into his room, which maybe was my mistake by doing that. I saw his guitar laying on his bed, and I sat down and I picked it up, and I'm looking for the G chord, and all
I've
of a
been
sudden...
looking for the G chord for a long time. Sorry.
Shouldn't have said G chord because I set myself up for G spot.
Yeah.
That's what you were getting at.
I
So
don't know
I
G
should
string,
say
but alright.
I was looking
Same
for the D chord.
Looking for the D
Well, I
chord.
really was looking for the G chord. And I looked up just as I was strumming. I looked up, and he was just standing there, completely naked, staring at me like this.
That is a power move.
And then, after me being frozen like this, for about 20 seconds. He says to me, "Am I making you uncomfortable?"
so he waits 20 minutes to ask you if you're uncomfortable. Not as soon as he walks in naked.
He had his clothes on, and like I said, I grabbed the guitar and I was playing his guitar, and then I looked up and he had just taken everything off.
How long were you looking down for? The guy can get
He
started?
was
It took her a while to find the
It's not that
keyboard.
fast. Yeah,
He was
apparently.
only wearing a t-shirt and like shorts, so he just kind of zip very quickly and just was standing there.
Wow.
He was on LSD, I believe, at the time. So I mean,
would
I
say
don't
so.
know if
Yeah.
like I didn't want any shrooms, but you know he was on.
Did it work though?
No,
No.
I left
With the guitar.
I said I can't deal with this. It was a nice guitar, you know. I don't know.
It was a Stratocaster.
But I
Beautiful.
mean,
Yeah.
dating
Put it
for
on a whammy
me.
bar.
Dating for me is difficult because ever since high school, and I should have remembered stuff from high school, I was never able to get a cool guy. I was never able to get like the jock or like the really cool guy who was like, yo, what's up?
Cool guy?
All the guys.
Wow, I could have been cool.
I don't
I
know.
would have done shit like that.
All the guys.
Hey guys, I was cool in high school.
The men that were always, you know, I guess like attracted to me or wanted like relationships with me have either been nerds or musicians with ADHD.
Nice.
Always one or the other. And you know, I tried for, you know, a real cool guy about maybe, I don't know, 2 months ago or something. I tried for a cool guy, but alas, I was not cool enough for him.
Still not cool.
Yeah, I'm still not cool enough. You know, it has followed me since high school. I mean, the last guy that I was with for 5 years, he taught me everything I needed to know about Magic the Gathering.
That's
So,
important stuff
There you
right
go.
there.
therefore, a nerd. I know how to work the white and blue deck. I know how, and the black deck.
Look at me like I know this shit. I do not know.
Magic the
You know what?
Gathering. See
I was
what
cool in high
really-
school. Fuck all you guys. I was
Yeah.
She knows how to work the black deck.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Oh, that's a talent.
there you go.
Black.
Oh.
Black.
Mind you or anything?
There you go.
I have some advice for women before I have some inspirational quotes that I have written. But first, what I want to say to women is, in all seriousness, be yourself, and it's very true, because it seems when you really like someone, you kind of put on a little bit of a front, and you're trying so hard to impress them.
I agree with you.
rather
There's
than-
nothing more annoying than
Yeah.
some girl who automatically becomes the biggest Giant fan in the world.
Oh, God.
Because her boyfriend likes the Giant, you know?
Oh,
And,
God.
you know, I have done it. I have done it with guys I really liked, which is, I think, possibly why it might not have worked with them, because I wasn't me. I wasn't relaxed. I wasn't myself. I was just trying to more get them to like me than for me. And
You're a
That's-
very likable person.
that's what I've done with the, you know, with the cool guys. And I got to watch out with that. You know, the cool guys with the sunglasses. I mean, I don't know. So here,
We're
on
Dr. Phil over
my
here, too, now, by the way.
inspirational...
There you go.
We also are a
My-
support group.
Yeah, my
Comedy on
ins-
Long Island.
Here are my inspirational Post-its.
Okay, can't wait to hear these.
And these are for, you know, the ladies.
Who may be watching this right
So
now?
am I.
Inspiration. Okay.
For the ladies.
Everyone here. You're not getting any younger. Inspiration 2. Take what you can get. Hold on for dear life. And I spelled dear, D-E-E-R. It goes to show you where my mind was.
I need to read these real
Okay.
quick. Let me have some of these.
Alright, here's another one. He's not schizophrenic. He's just eccentric.
There you go.
He says he doesn't want a relationship. When he gets to know you, he'll change his mind.
Yeah.
There's always a sperm bank.
Did you write these while you were driving the car?
No,
Because
no.
because you
I was
know,
on the treadmill.
Oh, on the tread. Look
I was
at
on the
look at this. I
You're right.
Instead of an A, you wrote a backwards 9.
I assume you have similar handwriting to Michael J. Fox.
I'm inspired to take up calligraphy right now. So these definitely worked on me. There's always a sperm bank.
There's one more guy we need to talk about, and that's Pyramid Scheme.
Oh, boy.
Do we need to?
Pyramid Scheme.
Okay, I've been waiting to hear the story actually all
This
night.
guy is like 8 feet tall, right? We were calling him, what's that actor's name?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. We were calling him Vince Vaughn, and we took sort of a liking to each other, but I mean, he does like pyramid schemes for a living, and like he's always trying to like sell somebody something. And we were doing some flirtatious stuff back and forth at this bar we go to, and I had put something on Facebook about I was tired of eating lean cuisine meals and I just wanted a big cheeseburger and blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
About being hungry.
Yeah.
And then people were writing things like commenting on it, and then he writes, "I know how you can burn all that off." So I'm thinking that he's being flirtatious and he's being sexual. So he sends me his cell phone number on Facebook. So I text him and I'm like, you told me to text you. I was interested in what he was going to say. And then he goes, "Oh yeah, it's this really great product that like helps you
He
burn
was pyramid
fat."
scheming
He was
you.
trying to pyramid.
He was pyramid scheming with sex. What happens when you pyramid scheme sex? Is it like if you have sex with me and I have sex with 3 other people and they have sex with 3 other people, you can get 30% of the sex that they have? Like, is that how you pyramid scheme sex?
I figure when you get up to the top of the pyramid,
I think it's
after
called the
you
Blue Diamond
slept
level.
with all those people, then you basically get to repeat sleep with anybody that you want to.
And then you get HIV. So you don't want to have sex with pyramid people.
Don't have sex with pyramid people.
Because then you're having sex with half of Wisconsin at the end of the
There you
story. Right?
He did say he did text me one night at 3 a.m. saying that he wanted to have sex. I wasn't sure if I was at the bottom and climbing up the pyramid.
Oh, you're
what
entry
he was
level.
trying
I think,
to do,
yeah.
that he was like entry level.
At that point, you're entry level. You have to get 3 people under you, and they have to get 3 people under them each.
Then you're an orgy.
Then you're an orgy. Did you have an orgy with a very tall man?
That was the guy from 300. That dude.
Yes, I did.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, obviously, this has gone to hell. Hold on for dear life.
There was a guy. there was a guy with ADHD who talked about the history of pizza for about an hour. That was kind of weird.
And that's how we tried to get rid of you.
We should set him up with Manatee Girl.
They can talk about
Pizza and Manatee.
Pizza, manatees, and every other awful thing in the world.
We've
All right.
got not much time left, but I do want to talk about this.
Yes, please.
Show.
Talk about your show.
I have not been doing comedy for very long, only for about 8 months. Enough time to hate it. But I am producing a show, and these guys are in it.
Yes, we are.
And it's at Eastville Comedy Club in Manhattan.
Here, so everyone can see it.
Tomorrow.
There you go.
Tomorrow's the
Big
show.
Who's on the show?
Joe DeVito. He's the star. He's very cool. Scott Schenlinger. Meet myself, Diana Miceli. Diana DeBoni.
You make her mad again.
Adam
Diana
D.
with 2 N's.
Parsons. Mike Keegan. And, Hugh Murray is also on the
Hugh
show.
Murray.
Cool guy.
That's
There
a
you go.
good show. We got a good show
Good
tomorrow.
show.
It really is.
yeah.
I'm actually really
You
excited
guys should
about
come
this show.
down. It's only $5, guys. And you get to see
$5
us.
comedy show because I am not in it for the money. I am in it to get my foot in the door.
We're in it for the
And
fame.
produce more shows, yeah.
All the wrong reasons.
Thank you for the orange soda, Adam
You're
D.
welcome.
Parsons.
Not a problem. Thank you very much for that.
And there'll be
Diana
another
Miceli.
show, another bar show, where we have a
Thanksgiving Eve.
whole bunch of people not paying attention to us.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that one again. I'm just going to start
Well,
telling
you
other
know-
people's jokes and see who catches on to it. Also doing your set.
That's if I'm allowed back at the bar.
You're hosting it, buddy.
I'm
You're the host.
I'm hosting it at a bar that I'm not really welcome at, but we'll see what happens.
Whatever we can do. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching our podcast. Tune in next week for more funny jokes. I am Adam this time.
I'm Mike Keegan.
And I'm Diana Miceli.
Thank you very much.
With one N.
With one N.
N.
Peace.